Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today taking a look at a deck featuring Seaking from 151. I'm glad to look at this. It's a nice single prize attacker that can set up fairly easily and can do big damage, and those are really appealing things. Easy setup, big damage. So it's a stage 1, 110 HP, evolves from Goldeen, and it has 2 attacks, swim freely. Now, we don't really utilize the swim freely attack much. We can. It for 1 water does 10, flip a coin. If heads, you're immune to damage and effects done from attacks to this Pokemon. So obviously, you can buy yourself a turn, but swim freely is there to pair up with Finneon. You're probably familiar with the Finneon. I'll just jump over that now. It's in the Palkia starter deck that has the Palkia V-Stars, and then this Finneon and some other cards with Seaking with Swim Freely, my apologies, because of the Oceanic accompaniment ability. As often as you like during a turn, you may attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon that has the Swim Freely attack. In this case, it's got both the Swim Freely attack and another attack that we like on the Seaking that does big damage. So really nice. So it does unlimited acceleration of water from hand, the same as Baxcalibur, now only to those with Seaking. So that's a big distinction, that the Baxcalibur just goes to anything, right? But this is a basic, so super easy to set up. So we accelerate energy to it, and then we utilize the attack on the Seaking, Aqua Horn, 3 energy, but we need a lot of energy anyway to get the damage numbers up. So it does 60 plus 30 more for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. So accelerate energies to it till you get the number you need, and boom, one-shot your opponent's Pokemon. So a 4/4 line of this. It's a single prizer. We need to obviously get some back and all, but not a problem there. We play a Manaphy because we have these low HP Pokemons, these Seakings that we might be getting slowly attaching to over time, or the Goldeens on the bench, and then we have the engine pieces, and of course the Finneon. So we need to protect the bench. So Manaphy is a must in this deck. And then the simplest engine I think in the game, we want to get cards into and I think that works with the way the Finneon and Seaking work together. A 2/2 Bibarel line and 1 Skwovet. Actually getting 2 Bibarels down is nice in this deck if we can pull that off. Industrious sizes, of course, you draw the 5 cards in hand, so you draw the 5 cards in hand, then you can accelerate a bunch of energies that you hopefully have, and then thin your hand down, and then if you have the other Bibarel, you can use that one as well. And Skwovet's really nice. You shuffle your hand, put it in the bottom of the deck, draw 1 card, so it's a way to shrink your hand so that if you have a full hand without Skwovet, Bibarel is no good, so it pairs nicely, Skwovet and Bibarel. Playing 12 basic water energy, I think this is the number that we need. It's a fairly standard number. We can recover from the discard. We can search the deck. We need to get these energies to hand. So I think this is the number. Obviously, over time, we may need to adjust that. But right, the more energies, the better, easier it is to power things up. But then the less consistent the deck is. So that's the balance that we're trying to sort out. Enough energies to get the damage numbers we want, but and hit energies consistently, but not so many that we just brick by having hand drawing energy after energy and not having anything playable, right? So getting into the trainers here, a decent mix of trainers. Let's see, Pokemon search for Ultra Ball we have the evolution Pokemon, and it's more than 90 HP, so livable doesn't work. So that's why we need 4 of those. We have 2 Nest Balls to get some basics into play. I would like more Nest Balls, I gotta say, but deck space is an issue because I need to recycle things, and I need to get energy back and all of that. And then 1 Battle VIP Pass. I play this because I do play for Irida, and so if I go second, there's a decent chance I can hit the 1. I don't want to, again, deck space is an issue. Don't want to fill the deck with these, but I do need to get a bunch of Pokemon down turn 1. That's a lot of the success of the deck. Can I get the Pokemon I need down turn 1? Want to get the Goldeen. I want to get the Bidoofs down in such turn 1. So that's the Pokemon draw. Oh, no, I do play 2 Artazon, another Stadium. That's the only Stadium in the deck. 2 of those, right? You put a base on the bench without a rule box, and that's all I have. So just, again, helps that get set up. Okay, the supporters, as I said, I play 4 Irida, really good in water decks. And that's what we got here, a lot of, right? So the Irida, you search your deck for water Pokemon and an item card reveal and put them into your hand. So very nice in a deck like this. We do play 2 Iono. We're a single prize deck. We'll fall behind a lot of times, and that's okay. We can get big damage as the game goes on, and Iono just shrinks your opponent's hand. And really, we don't want to research. It's just too much work to get all that stuff back as the game goes on. So I do like Iono over research. And then 2 Bosses Order, just obviously very, very strong. Switching cards, we play 2 Rope. That's it. I don't play Switch. I think the 2 Rope seems like the better option with this deck. And now diving into the items, which a lot of it is how do we get energy and how to recover things. 1 Rescue Carrier, right? Two Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Put them from your discard pile into your hand so we can play those down. We can get back a Finneon if that got knocked out. We can get back a Goldeen. We can get back Manaphy, Bidoof, Skwovet. So a very nice card there. We do play 3 Earthen Vessel. This is the one new card. I think the only card from Paradox Rift, but this does make this deck better. I'm very pleased to have it. Earthen Vessel is just a nice card. It helps out a lot of decks. You can use this card. To use it, you have to discard a card from hand and search your deck for 2 basic energies. We need energies into our hand early because we can start accelerating them as much as we want from turn 2. So energy search is really, really important. Then we also play 2 Letter of Encouragement. This is useful in the deck too. You can only use it if your Pokemon was knocked out last turn. We are a single prize deck, so we're going to get a lot of knockouts. And you draw 3 energy. Search your deck for 3 energy, so that's better than Earthen Vessel because this is 3, not 2. But we do have to be knocked out, so getting the right balance between Letter of Encouragement and Earthen Vessel is going to be important here. Then we do need to get things from the deck, from the discard pile as well. So 4 Superior Energy Retrievals, we need to get those Pokemon back, especially those stage 1s. This is the only way to cover that in this deck. So very good there, and get some basic energies from the discard pile into our hand. Could play Claire in the deck. I don't do that, but that's certainly an option with getting Pokemon and energy back into hand as well. So 4 Superior Energy Retrieval. Oh, for this one, so you discard 2 cards. Sorry, I was getting confused here. I thought I was talking Super Rods. So 2 Super Rods, which is to put Pokemon to basic and/or basic energy, a combination up to 3 from discarded the deck, so good there. But 4 Superior Energy Retrieval because we need lots of energy. We probably have lots of energy on our attacker. We're getting blown up, so we need to get a lot of energy, some from the deck, but then a lot from the discard pile. So this gets us 4 from the discard pile. You have to discard 2 cards, which isn't great, but we need a lot of energies turn after turn. So very good there. So that's it. Then I think I've covered everything else in the deck. So that's the list. I think it's a pretty nice, concise 60. Let me make it active, and let's take a look and see what we can do with the deck on the ladder. All right, let's see if we get a good game here. Obviously, want to get to a good start. Turn 1 is going to be pretty critical with this deck, as with many decks, of course. Do we get enough pieces onto the bench turn 1? Now, this game is there are some decks, more decks that want to go second now. So that does make things a little more interesting, I would say. It's nice having a bit of a mix first versus second. You don't know. I might be helping my opponent out by going. All right. So, okay. So Finneon. I have Battle VIP Pass. I could have put the Goldeen. I could have put the Finneon. I was a little uncertain. I'm figuring they might knock me out. All right. So I might want Manaphy down. I definitely might want that. So let's see here. Want to get a Bidoof. And I think I should get another Goldeen down, so I'm guaranteed to be able to attack next turn. I have to evolve and stuff, but if I don't have a Goldeen down, yeah, I think that's the play. Get those guys in play. I will attach 1 energy to my Goldeen. I can evolve him next turn. I can get a Bibarel next turn. It's pretty good. I'm waiting on Manaphy. I assume I'm going to need Manaphy. If they can attack with Radiant Greninja, I need Manaphy. I'm assuming they're not going to be able to attack with Radiant Greninja this turn, right? They'd have to use Mirage Gate to do that. They probably don't get 7 in the Lost Zone this turn. It's not impossible, but I think it's unlikely. So I take the chance there. You always have to take some chances. You can't defend against everything, right? Because if I don't need, well, let me step back. The reason I partly waited on Manaphy is because if I don't need it, I don't want it on the bench, right? It just clutters things up. It's a gusting target potentially to kind of slow me down and such. So I play Manaphy if I need it. Basically, if I see they play Water Energy, I will bench Manaphy. Even if they don't get down Radiant Greninja this turn, if I see Water Energy, so so I probably don't need Manaphy then because, right, the Giratina doesn't use Water Energy. So, I mean, they might. They could play a third energy. I don't know. But it'd be a third type of energy in this deck. So, right, if it was a Gudra deck, then I assume I need Manaphy for sure. Okay, so, see what happens here. So my Seaking does get one shot by Cramorant. So that's tough because as long as they can keep recovering the Cramorants each turn, they can stream attacks easier than I can. So I don't mind discarding the Superior Energy Retrieval and the Manaphy this turn. I'll see what I top deck, of course. I do have ways to recover Manaphy if I find later I need it. So they're going to probably knock me out. They need to do a switch, though. Okay, so they're going to do the switch. They're going to knock me out. I have to get a Finneon down, though. That is one issue. But if they gusted up my only Goldeen, which I didn't know it was a Lost Zone deck, right? So do this and this. Grab a barrel. I can't use my energy retrieval. I could retreat. To get rid of that energy retrieval, but I mean, no, I can't do that because I need to discard 2 cards, so I can't use that anyway. So that's fine. So I draw 4 cards. I need to hit some pieces now. Oh, that's kind of nice. All right, so what can I do here? So I need to get back. So let me get these 2 guys back. So this is going nicely now. So I get Finneon, who I need to play, and Manaphy, who I'm going to get rid of the Manaphy to get my Earthen Vessel, to power up my Earthen Vessel. So this is a nice turn. So Earthen Vessel. I still have Irida. I want to use Irida. I need to think through the Irida, right? So what do I want to get with Irida? Could get a Nest Ball and get down another Bidoof, maybe? Just got to think through. So I want to try to get a supporter for next turn. Okay, so 1, 2. So he needs... Oh, these 3 get the knockout for me, right? And I still have Irida, so let me power him up. I obviously have to keep streaming attacks. That's the big thing. Yeah, I do 150, so that's good. So Irida, I will... Actually, I can use Letter of Encouragement this turn, right? I like that. I like Letter of Encouragement. Just get some things powered up for next turn, right? I like that. So, and then I can get a water Pokemon. So I'll get that another Finneon. Yeah, I might as well bench him, right? I think I might as well. Use Letter of Encouragement since I got knocked out last turn. I might not get knocked out next turn, which I certainly don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I'm going to power up the other Seaking. Maybe I should have waited. The thing is, I might get hand disrupted, right, and such. So I'll just do that. Makes the Manaphy play tough, though, right? If I find I need Manaphy, then I can't play Skwovet down or something. So I could get myself in trouble. What I have another Seaking set up. If they get another Cramorant, they're gonna want to stream Cramorants at me, right? That's so I got another Irida. That's nice too. Sableye is bad news because he can take out both Finneons, but they need 10. So Sableye is bad news, yeah. And Manaphy doesn't help with that. And I don't play Jirachi in the deck. I mean, I could play. Do I want Jirachi? In this matchup, it would be useful, right? If it was the Lost Zone though that played Water Energy, where I figured, oh, they do play Water Energy, so they might. So see, now I see the Water Energy, so now I get really concerned. We'll see what happens here. if they take me out, I probably can get the knockout on them too, right? So I could probably, if they take me out with Giratina V, I can probably take out the Giratina V. I have Irida. I can. They haven't played a supporter, right? 9. Oh, this could be. Maybe they play Colress this turn. This could be really horrific if they. All right, so they're going to attack with him. That's okay. That's okay. As long as. I mean, I need to take him out. I need to take him out. So, how many energies do I need? That's kind of the question here, right? Oh, there we go. 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I think I need all 3 of these, right? So I'm going to wait on this. I'm going to grab these 3 energies, accelerate them to the active. I think I'll do 2. I'm going to do 2. Sometimes live gives me updates, and I can resume that ability. It's not like it's a one-time thing. So I need to get one more energy there. I'm going to use the ability, and then I'm going to Irida. Right? I need to get another basic down. I need a Goldeen down, in fact. That's what I need down. So, yeah, I want to take out the active. That is what I want to do. I'll sit on boss. What do I want to grab here? What's the energy count here? Just 1 in deck. Okay, so I need. What do I want to get down? I'm going to get another Goldeen down, actually. And I'm going to grab Ultra Ball. Okay. I'm being a little slow. My apologies to my opponent. If they could gust, and they might not knock out my active, right? So, but if I just want to give myself, if I get all my energy, if I spread my energy around too much, that I'm just concerned that I then can't get enough onto the one seeking. I've got to pile energies onto the seeking, right? To knock out the V star. I mean, obviously I can get it. I'm at, I think I need. What am I at? I think I'm doing 240, right? I think so. I just need 2 more energies, but I need 8, and obviously I can get 8. I can get 8 this next turn. Well, it's not guaranteed. I can grab Letter of Encouragement. And yeah, it's actually looking pretty good right now. So the Sableye is what I'm really worried about, though. I'm worried about the Sableye. So I'm going to send up. I'm going to assume they're going to attack with Sableye, which is awkward, right? So I'm going to set up the Goldeen because I can power him up to take out the Sableye. I'll see what they take out. They could take out my Seeking with a ton of energy. Right, Sableye is bad news. I don't think I want Jirachi in the list, though. I really don't. I mean, it depends, right? How much of this do I see? How much Sableye do I run into? It's a deck space. Okay, so they're taking him out. That's okay. That means that's actually good. If they took 2 prizes that turn, which they could have done, that actually would have been much worse. Much worse. So I grab this. I will. Pretty sure I want to attack with him, right? So Irida. Seeking there and grab an Earthen Vessel. There's no energy in deck. I'm down to what, 1 in deck though, right? So I could use Rod to get that back. Oh, I didn't get Rod, did I? Okay, so I want to evolve him as well. So he could take Now, he could take, my opponent could take both of these out of play in one turn. And that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so I have to, and I already used my Rescue Carrier, so I think I want to, what do I have here? So let me do this. I will get rid of Boss. I think I want to get down to Finneon, right? I think this is okay here, right? I think I'm going to bench this other Finneon. I gets 3 Finneon. I'm just trying to protect myself, so I just need the 3 energies here. So they could take out both Seakings now, though. That's a problem. See, that's a problem. But I'm pretty sure I want to wait on the Giratina for next turn. So I'm going to accelerate 1 to the man on the bench. I think I don't bench the Finneon. No, I don't bench Finneon. I really need to get another. Okay, well this is not good. This part's not good. Okay, so I just have to take it. I might not be able to attack next turn. That's the problem. In which case, I need to get the basics attack, right, and coin flip and hope. But we'll see what happens. Potentially, okay, Rod. See, I needed to Rod to get back a Goldeen into the deck, right? So having another Rescue Carrier in the deck would be good. So I need to get I need to get lucky. Can I get? What's the? Okay. What am I going to play? I'll have to figure out what I'm going to play. I need a lot of energies into play here. That's what I need. That's what I need. So I need to get a 1/1 Seaking line back in the deck. Okay, interesting. Interesting there. So they didn't want to discard energy, so they used their V-Star attack, which is fine. If I had something with bigger damage sitting in the wings, then now this would be the turn to disrupt them with that, of course. So, and I could boss. I think I need to get back one of you, and 1 energy there. That's what I want. Then Irida, I think that gives me 2 energies in deck, right? So I mean, I just don't I just don't knock them out. I don't get particularly close to knocking them out. That's a problem too. But so Irida, so need a Goldeen down. I could get 4, 5. So I have the 2 energies. So I think I just do that. I think I could no, I don't think I can do that, right? Maybe I misplayed it. I'll just make this the play. I bench him for sure. I'm only going to draw like 1 card though, right? Now I'm going to draw 2 cards. So I get rid of a boss. I still have 1 boss. The other boss gets me game, right? I'm going to ditch the Iono. You know what? I'm going to ditch Iono. I'm not sure about that play. I'm really not. Okay, so just I'll smack into the Giratina. I'm not going to get, I mean, well, it's almost guaranteed I don't get knocked out. I don't want to rope here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I come up 10 short though. That hurts. Coming up 10 short, right? I do 150, 670, 270. That is rough. So, what do I do here? All right, I'm going to make that play. Problem is I don't get the knockout. So where am I going to put the energies here? That's kind of... So I'm doing 150. And they conceded. And I didn't have knockout. So this is... I was just going to say, I didn't... don't give up on these games too early. I didn't have game there. And also, I do think if I did have game, let me take the knockout, right? I think that's still a nice thing to do, too. But, hey, the deck... It was work. That game was work for sure. But the deck, pretty good there, right? Pretty good. Pretty pleased with the deck. So the deck, and that's a tricky matchup, Lost Zone, because Sableye is brutal against it, right? Spread. I have the Manaphy for the Greninja, but the Sableye, I don't play the Jirachi. I don't think I want it. I don't think it's going to be enough of, it has to come and be of value a lot because those deck spaces are very precious. So deck really came through for sure that game. All right, let's see what happens here. Hopefully get another nice game where the deck shows itself off. Pleased with the last game? I think I'll leave that one up. I don't know. That the last game, I'll just say this in case I decide not to show it. I was actually 10 short from winning the game on the last turn. At the end there, because I was going to be 10 short on the Giratina V-Star. My opponent thought that I had the knockout, and they conceded, though. Now, look, I still might have won the next turn. They weren't going to win on their turn, so it wasn't like the game was over either way. But my opponent conceded before things were done. So, it's just I think don't concede too early in these games, unless they have some place to go or something. I did not have knockout on that last that when they conceded. The knockout would have given me game. I would have taken the 5th and 6th prizes. I had taken 4 prizes. It was a Giratina V-Star. I was going to do 270 damage though. All right, take a mulligan. Glad for that. Okay. So I do get to grab Battle VIP Pass with the Irida. So that, this is where the 4 Iridas, the 1 Battle VIP Pass, that build has some value. So Mew, Mew's a nice card, but I kind of don't like it in the format because, with the fact that we don't have Air Balloon, we can't attach a tool and give it free retreat. You've got to do something to get us the switch off every turn. And is that really worth it? I don't know. For some decks I think it is, but I'm just I think it calls for caution is what I would say. Now we do live we do live in an age, so I'm kind of just waiting my opponent takes their turn, where in the past you'd only wanted to bench one Pokemon, start one Pokemon, don't put anything on the bench. There are decks that can donk now, so that's one issue. And obviously there's Grabber that came out before this, and now there's some donk decks. So you do run a risk when you only play your starter, but I find up to this point I haven't been punished much at all for it. So I still think it's better if you're going second to only put the starter down and leave your bench open. Obviously it doesn't matter. I don't have a choice, but if you have a second Pokemon and it's a different if it's a copy, let's say a copy, ouch, just whacked my finger there. Anyway, something was falling to the floor, tried to grab it, except the table was between my hand and what I was grabbing. So I probably should have realized that my hand would not pass through the table there. But anyway, playing hurt now, So, so they're going to knock me out next turn. I just have to assume that to be the case. So Irida, let's see, I grab a Battle VIP Pass, and I grab a Pokemon. I don't need Manaphy probably, so I want to get down another Goldeen, and I want some Finneons down. Okay, what do I want to do here? I also want, you see, so one Finneon and one Bidoof. I'll do that because those are really the pieces I want. Let them knock out one of my Goldeens. And that's okay. If I lose the Finneon or the Bidoof, look, the Finneon is a basic. I can probably recover it next turn. So just keep life simple here. I'm going to attach to the bench guy, assuming they're going to just knock out my active, right? That's, well, no, actually, I can attack here, right? I can do potential. I wonder if I should attack here. I'm going to do this partly because I don't know if they're going to play rope or not, right? So I'll just attack. I don't have the attack to be immune, which of course I would have played that. So 20. You know, if they leave that Mew out there again, they probably won't. But now the Mew's weaker, so I could potentially, I could give me some other options, right? If I have to attack with a bunch of Goldeens into it, I don't see that happening. The question was if they played rope, then attaching to the active's better, right? I don't play Raihan in the deck. Raihan's really nice. I don't think I have the deck space for it. It would be nice, obviously, in a lot of turns. So they grab the switch, so they're going to knock out my active. So I need to get to 240. That's 3 times 8. So I think I need 6 energies attached, I believe. I actually, it looks like I'm going to get it. So I think I have the one shot here. Let us see. He gets me 3. He gets me 2, and I can attach per turn. So, right. I need to set up an attack for next turn as well. So I kind of need to I need to work through the pieces. See what I have Ultra Ball, but 1, 2, 3. I'll end there. So at this point, he's doing 150. What do I want to get rid of? I'll get rid of Rod. It's a risk. Getting rid of Rod is a risk, but I want to keep that energy in hand, right? So, so I think 150. All right, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 210, right? 240. So I believe this gets me the knockout. Now I use Bibarel, and now I can Ultra Ball for a... Okay, that's... what do I want to do here? I would like to get that Skwovet down, though. Wouldn't die. Ooh, so this is tricky choices. I think I need to... I think I have to ditch the Skwovet. And I'm going to get rid of... The energy retrieval gets me more energies next turn, right? That's my thought process. Sorry, I'm kind of not saying everything as I go. I need to keep... I don't want to slow things out. So Goldeen, the Seaking evolves from them. Superior energy retrieval gets me a bunch of energies. Because I need to get 6 energies again next turn. I don't know if I can do it. Streaming these multi-prize attacks is tough, but the good news... Oh, well, that's a nice get, too. Irida's very nice. So that kind of... I think that guarantees that I can get the knockout again. And I don't think they can attack with the Radiant Greninja. I could play the Manaphy down, but I'm pretty sure that's not necessary here. Oh, they do? Well, no, they do play some water energy, right? No, they don't. That was my deck. Yeah, I was like, what? Okay. So, they're streaming attacks. But because I'm a single prize deck, they're a multi-prize deck. If I miss an attack, that's okay, right? And if I miss 2 attacks, that's even okay. I can still win. I think, okay, well, that's a rough, that Iono hurts me. Because that was a nice cards I drew. They obviously had no way of knowing that. Okay. Artazon, okay. That's okay, though. That's okay. So I could Rescue Carrier, the basic back, and the Skwovet back. I can Artazon down another Goldeen. I mean, I can Artazon... yeah. Do I want to get another Finneon down? I don't think I do. I think getting... Wait, did they... that's terrible for them. I mean, I get it, right? There was no stadium in play, so they couldn't one-shot me. So now all I need is, I just need 3 energies to pay for the attack. That's all I need to do now. That's it. They've wow. Okay, so they've kind of given it to me here, right? They've kind of given it. So I'll grab these 2 guys. So I might hold off on my stadium because my stadium does help them at this point, right? So do I want to? All right, I'm going to ditch the Artazon because Artazon helps them a lot too, and I need 3 energies though. I'm gonna keep the Iono because I need those 3 energies. Without those 3 energies, I have nothing to do. So I hate ditching the boss. I still have 1 boss left in deck though, right? So it's okay. So I'll Bibarel. If I don't have to use the Iono, I don't want to because they have 2 cards in hand. So the Iono may help them. Will probably help them. Okay, well that's really nice. So have a ton of energy there, so that's good. So I'll get rid of Finneon and Iono. I have Rod, so I can recover the Finneon, right? Just take a peek here. I have... Okay. So I do have... Yeah, so I just need 3 here, and I'll put 1 on the bench. And this is going very nicely, right? Roaring Moon, you know, it's really good against multi-prize attackers. Don't do that. I don't want to attach the 4th energy because I don't need it. I want it in hand for next turn. Do I? I'm probably okay there, right? So I think I take the knockout. They probably knock me out, but they might even miss the knockout. It's not impossible. They need to have an energy in hand, right, to attach. They only have 2 cards. They draw a 3rd. So, right, they're setting up the Mew, which means they have to do the switching, which means... So it could be boss for game type scenario as well here. I do get 4 energies back, 5, 6, 7. So they have energy, but they can't. They need to be able to accelerate to the man on the bench, right? They need a switching card. They need okay, so they can attack. They can take the knockout. So that makes things fairly simple for me. I need to. I have a chance to pull this off. I do have the boss too, actually. So I might be able to take out the Squawk ability too, because he's a nice soft target, right? So, which means I might just want to thin my hand down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got to get. I can't accelerate energy yet, can I? So I need to. I'll attach per turn. Do I want to get a Seaking back? I think I do. Maybe do I want to? I'll do that, and I will put an energy back too. Oh, no, I don't need a Finneon back. I really want Seaking, but just, maybe I should have left that Goldeen out. Okay, I could thin down the Bidoof, right? I mean, he goes to the bottom, but I don't mind that play, right? And play him down. So I think I will. I mean, I don't see. That's not good. That's not good. So it's looking like I have a big whiff here. A big whiff. Yeah, I got the big time whiff. So that So, all right, just do that little attack. Look, I'm a single prize deck, though, so that's okay. Single prize deck. You're not winning this turn, though. I mean, you give me that if you want, but hey, look, I think I didn't sequence it properly. I was a little, I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, and I think I missed the right combo. They get a takeout. Okay. I mean, that's okay. I mean, I'm a little confused by that. They could have attacked. They could have knocked me out with the Roaring Moon. They really want to do the switch again. Okay. I mean, Luminion. Let's see what they play here. Okay. I mean, that doesn't really do anything for them, honestly. So they got a supporter that does them no good. So that means they don't have what they need, what they want in their deck, I assume, right? Because so the Fresher side, they already have 3 energies on Roaring Moon. That attached, that retreating didn't get them anywhere. I'm going to lose my engine though. So the cross switcher did. I mean, that was the effect. The cross switcher though does take out the Bibarel, right? So that's, well, it doesn't actually. No, well, they could do 100. So I need a switching card, and I don't play a lot of switch in the deck. All right, got the Seaking, so that's super, super, super. So got that there. Might as well accelerate to him. Then I will Bibarel. I can't Skwovet at this point, but that's okay. I don't need to. And actually, if I get my other Bibarel into hand, so what do I want to do here? I guess I want to rope them at this point, I think. Yeah, I want to protect my Bibarel for one thing. And I'll take the knockout of something. Take a prize, which puts me within 1 prize a game. Okay, so I will send you up. Might as well. I do have a boss in deck, which I can gust up a single prizer next turn as well. So I need the energy. So let me get rid of this and the Manaphy. Keep the Nest Ball. So I'll accelerate 1. I didn't attach per turn yet, right? So I just want to do 1 there. I can't accelerate to the bench, unfortunately. He does 150. That's okay. Get my other Goldeen start to get powered up. And I'm gonna Skwovet because I could get lucky here, right? Those aren't bad cards. I don't mind sitting on those for next turn either. Okay, that's a nice card too. So take the knockout again. Look, I'm a single prize deck, so I missed that 1 attack, which would have gotten me game. But hey, I'm 1 prize away from winning. That's a nice top deck. So there's a good chance I have what I need for game now, right? Wow. There's not much energy in the discard pile, so that's a bit of a concern, actually. I was hoping there'd be more. Although I will get 3 more here after this knockout, so that's good, which gets me a total of 4, right? And that's what I want because 1 superior energy retrieval gets that. So Goldeen goes up for sure. I could boss for game, so I will evolve. I will Bibarel. I need 6, right? And I should get 6. So that's quite nice as well. So I guess I Irida while I'm here. Might as well grab something. Grab Letter of Encouragement. That's nice, right? That gets me 3, 4, 5. Okay. So basically, I have everything I need here. So Letter of Encouragement, 1, 2, 3. I will Earthen Vessel. Or I'll tell you what, why don't I just be, I'll just flex it all. I'll grab the 4. Why grab 2 when I can grab 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they know I have game now. So this deck does its thing, right? And I'll just toss them all on. Why not? You know, I wish I could click it. I don't like having to drag them, but it is what it is, right? So here we go. Pause. Come on. I want to do the attack, so hopefully they didn't concede. 330 damage. Let's go. You know, so that's just terrific, right? I mean, single prize, doing huge damage. Up against a deck like that, you miss an attack one turn. It might have been my fault too. I'm not sure. You can let me know in the comments below how I messed that turn up. I'm pretty sure I messed it up. It was one of those things that felt, I could feel it, that there was something better out there, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And with the clock going and all, I'm just like, okay, I better just make the play that I know I can't, you can only think so long. So anyway, deck really performed well there. Really pleased with it. Single prize list is pretty solid. I'm sure it can be improved, but it's a very solid 60. So, if you have comments of how to make the deck better, please let me know in the comments below too. Thoughts, just let me know in the comments. And hey, by the way, I've just hit 500 subscribers. That's really gratifying. So I want to say thank you to everyone. If you're not subscribed, you like this content, want to just kind of encourage that, it's a big encouragement to me. It does help promote the video to other people. So please subscribe, like, those things, they do help, and I do appreciate it. And hopefully you found this video enjoying, and do give Seaking a try. It's a lot of fun. Take care.